Hi students, Mrs. Fernandi back here again for this week's remainder of the PowerPoint that I created and a little bit more practice for your words for this week. Let me share with you the rest of my PowerPoint for the week. And whereas before we've been talking about prefixes, what we're going to go forward with are a couple of common suffixes. Suffixes come at the end of the word instead of the beginning, prefix, pre, before, and suffix at the end of the word. We'll go over this additionally next week as well. Okay, got something in my face there. Full usually means full of. So we just dropped that extra L, right? And we've got, and then the meaning is totally clear to us. A powerful machine is full of power. And there's the word machine again, which we are working on knowing how to spell correctly. A spoonful of sugar is enough sugar to fill a spoon. Full of sugar, right? She carried an armful of wood. Her arms were full of wood, armful. And our soccer goalie is watchful. She is full of watching. She watches the entire field. She's watchful, right? Okay. The next suffix we're going to talk about is the complete opposite, less. This time we keep all the letters there, so just like less than 7 is less than 9, we're going to keep the L-E-S-S intact. Less usually means without. So for example, a motionless fish is a fish without motion, not moving, right? That's what that means. The clean room is spotless. It is without spots. It is so clean, it has no spots. These broken scissors are useless. They are without use. Maybe they've come apart and we cannot use them as scissors, so therefore they are useless. And then the third one we're going to talk about today is Ness, N-E-S-S. As you can tell, less and Ness both end in that double S spelling. Ness usually means being. So for example, when you feel happiness, you are being happy. So it's a state of being when we add ness to a word. They took care of her during her long illness. Illness is a state of being ill, right? The ness tells us it's a state of being. The thickness of his jacket will keep you warm. Thickness, it's a state of being thick. In this case, thick and cozy and warm. Okay, that is all of those that we're going to do today. Let's stop that. And then I want you to make sure you have a pencil and a paper, and I will share my whiteboard with you. And I'd like for you to go ahead and get started to write with me. The first word we're going to write today is refreeze. Remember, the prefix is not going to change the spelling of the word, so we'll just put re, and then freeze, double E and Z, and then E, because again, Z is one of those words that we don't end any, Z is one of those letters that we don't end an English word with, refreeze. So we certainly don't need that silent E to do the job, but the two E's together in the middle of freeze are already doing. So that E is helping the Z. The next word you're going to write is unbutton. I helped my little brother unbutton his coat, and then, oops, button, double T. We're going to split our syllable right between the T's, unbutton. Number 3 is thousand. 10 $100 bills equal 1,000. We know that the ow in the middle of the word, in the middle of a syllable, is usually spelled O-U. And then, oops, 1,000, right? Dishonest, people who don't tell the truth are dishonest. We have our dis is the beginning, is our prefix. Honest, we don't say the H in honest, but it is still there. Honest, dishonest. Neighbor, we brought a plant to our new neighbor. Nay, remember, maybe we brought the plant to our neighbor's 8-pound cat, because there's the E-I-G-H, nay, and then bore. Again, we're ending in or, O-R, because we're talking about a person, like doctor and actor, neighbor, same thing. Million, there seem to be a million stars in the sky. Say mill and then yun, I-O-N is that yun sound. The I is acting like a Y there. So that is kind of like an opposite reaction there. Then weigh, she stepped on the scale to weigh herself. W-I-G-H. How much does the cat weigh? 8. We have that E-I-G-H just like we do in the number 8. And then noise. There was a faint chirping noise coming from the nest. No, oi, oi in the middle of the word is O-I. Noise. To protect that S from looking like a strange plural, we're going to put an E at the end of the word. And memories. I have wonderful memories of my vacation. Mem, or, and then here's our word memory. If we're going to make it plural, we need to change the Y to an I and add ES, right? Oh, sorry. My page here. And the last one for this group of words is total. The total amount he owes was on the bill, total. In this case, we're going to use AL to make the ul sound. Let's do another series of words. Our first word this time is disobeyed. My dog has rarely disobeyed my command. So we're going to first do dis because we know that that's going to stay, that it's going to be spelled always the same, that prefix. O, long O, and then bay, A is that very unusual EY spelling of the long A sound at the end of the word with the ED in place because we do not double a Y or a W. So we're just gonna leave that Y there. Recharged, I recharged the flashlight battery overnight. Re, our prefix, charge, we've got that E at the end to help the G say its soft sound. We just need to add a D at the very end to make it past tense, recharged. Loyal, our loyal dog stays with us and listens to us. So we have this oi sound, loy, so at the end of that syllable, that first syllable loy, we have oi. We're going to spell it O-Y because at the end of a syllable, and then we're going to do the A-L like in total, loyal. We're going to have the A-L to spell the ul sound. Like, let's see, the next word is disagreeing. So we're going to have the word dis and then which is A-G-R-E-E, disagree. And then ing, we're just going to add the ing right onto the end of the word, disagreeing. For the next word, weighing, the apples are weighing down the tree's branches. We have that weigh, which we had in the last list, weigh, and then ing. I'm just going to add the ing right onto the end. Looks very unusual with that W-E-I-G-H and then I-N-G, weighing. The next one is unplanned. Un is our prefix, plan is our base word. Now look at this. We have one short vowel, one short one consonant. Do we double the consonant? Yes, we do. We double the consonant and then we add ed. Planned, unplanned. That was an unplanned practice at that. Unimportant is our next word. Poor, and then tant. That's how I remember it because it doesn't sound like, it doesn't look like it's going to say tant. All right, our next one is 3,000. My sister saved $3,000 to buy a used car. There's our word three. Then we're going to take a break. Here, we'll pause between the words. Ow is a O-U and then thous, N-D. Yeah. And then the next one is doctor. Remember doctor, we've got the O-R at the end to show that it is a person, the er sound at the end there. Autumn, in autumn the leaves start falling. So is a U-ot. And then we have a silent N at the very end of autumn. Autumn. Let's do a few more over here. Let's just change to another color. Let's do blue. And this time I want you to write the word noisy. So our main word is noise, oi, and then the Y at the E at the end helps the S not look like that plural. But noisy, we don't need that anymore because the Y will do that job. Noisy, the long E sound at the end of the word, we often spell with a Y. Totally, same thing. We've got the word total. We know that one already. A-L, excuse me. And then Lee, L-Y. We're going to add another L, even though we have an L at the end of total, we're going to add another L to make that L-Y. And same with unusually. Let's do that together. Un, and then usual, A-L. Now what do? Add another L and the Y. Unusually, unusually. And the next one is disabled. The disabled vehicle was at the side of the road. So here we have dis, and then we have able, bull, B-L-E, right? Bull, B-L-E. That's the most common way to use the O sound at the end of the word. Disabled, you're just going to put a D on the end to say it was done yesterday, right? And then the next one is recycling. We have re, we have sci, we have coal. If we want to change that to recycling, we get rid of the E and we change it to I-N-G. That is that. So, well done. That's a lot of spelling, but hopefully you were able to keep up. If not, I hope you paused. All right, stay well and enjoy yourselves. I'll see you next time for the spelling test.